Okay. We have some updated information that we'd like to release in regards to the accident that Trooper Hickey was involved in. Some of the back information that we have on May 22nd, 2016 at approximately 2:30 in the morning. Trooper Ryan Hickey was assisting Trooper Jake Wood with a motor vehicle stop on the F.E. Everett southbound near exit 10 in the town of Merrimack. Trooper Hickey had secured two individuals in his cruiser for transport to the True Station following an arrest made by Trooper Wood, and he was in the area of his driver's side door when he was struck by a vehicle traveling southbound, and he was struck on the left side of his body. Trooper Wood was able to identify the type of vehicle as an older light-colored SUV, which he believed to be a Chevy Trailblazer. Trooper Wood radioed this information to our dispatch center immediately and then rendered aid to Trooper Hickey as the suspect vehicle continued southbound on the turnpike. Trooper Hickey was transported by ambulance to a local area hospital, and of note, the four individuals that were on scene, they were uninjured as a result of this incident. Trooper First Class Chris Storm and Trooper Greg Doobie from the State Police Collision Analysis and Reconstruction Unit were assigned to investigate the collision. Within the first 24 hours of the case investigation, these troopers have identified, located, and taken possession of the vehicle involved in this collision and developed a person of interest. The vehicle is identified as a 2005 Chevy Trailblazer color tan. Over the 72 hours that followed, these troopers obtained an abundance of evidence linking the person of interest to this incident. Earlier today, an arrest warrant was signed by the Honorable Judge Ryan out of the Merrimack District Court for Eric Jackson, age 43, of Amherst, New Hampshire. Eric Jackson is facing a single felony charge for conduct after an accident and a violation level offense for motorist duties when approaching highway emergencies, essentially our move-over law. At this time, Eric Jackson is under arrest and is currently being processed here at the State Police Troop B Barracks. Upon completion of his processing, Eric Jackson will be transported to the Merrimack District Court for an arraignment scheduled to begin at 1 p.m. Trooper Hickey has been released from a local area hospital, and he will be in attendance at the arraignment later this afternoon at the Merrimack District Court. The New Hampshire State Police and Trooper Hickey want to specifically thank the members of the Merrimack Police Department that responded immediately to the incident early Sunday morning and assisted at the scene. Those police officers were able to immediately divert southbound traffic and allow the troopers on scene to tend to Trooper Hickey and preserve valuable evidence at the same time. We also would like to thank members of the Nashua and Hudson Police Departments, as well as troopers from the Massachusetts State Police, for attempting to locate the vehicle that was driven by Eric Jackson. Special recognition should most importantly be given to Trooper Jacob Wood. During a very brief and stressful incident, Trooper Wood was not only able to render immediate aid to Trooper Hickey, but he was also able to identify the type of vehicle as an older model, light-colored Chevy Trailblazer and relay this information to dispatch. This allowed other troopers and surrounding law enforcement agencies, as well as emergency medical personnel from the town of Merrimack, to respond immediately and accordingly. Trooper Wood did an outstanding job in controlling this situation. We again thank everyone and all the public support for Trooper Hickey and for the State Police during this time, and as information is forthcoming, we'll certainly make that available to the media. That's all we have at this time. Any questions?
Is Trooper Wood here with us?
He is in the barracks right now.
Okay, not with us out here.
He is not out here.
How grateful are you that this isn't any worse?
We're extremely grateful, and Trooper Hickey is a remarkable trooper. He's a young trooper, spent 2 years with the Derry, New Hampshire Police Department. In his first year, he has excelled in every aspect of this job. It was a matter of inches, and we could be having a different conversation here today. And I also do want to make note, we talk about the move-over law, and we've mentioned before how 23 cruisers were struck, and that is certainly a huge issue. But that being said, I want to kind of indicate in this instance it's a little bit different. Trooper Hickey's body was struck, so not only was his cruiser struck, but he was struck as well. So
Is it somewhat unbelievable for you to know the kind of situation that Trooper Hickey was in and the fact that he's actually released from the hospital today?
it is. It was. It's been a few days, since he was able to be released. So we were hoping for a little bit quicker release, but we're just happy that he is released at this time.
Can you tell us anything about Mr. Jackson? Is he anyone that you've had contact with before?
I can't release that information at this time.
Do we know where he was coming from, where he was going?
We do, but we're not going to release that information. We're not going to be given any information that could compromise this investigation. And that being said, we still have facts and witness statements coming forward, so we want to maintain the integrity of this investigation.
Do we know whether anyone else was in the suspect's vehicle?
I can't release that at this time.
Can you sum up? It's been a crazy time in the last few months, but especially in the last few years, the number of cruisers hit on the highway, safety compromised of state troopers almost on an every week basis. Reminders, thoughts about what we should take from this?
Yeah, it's in today's society, we know that people are a lot busier than they have been in the past, and they have a lot of telephones and more access to media outlets as soon as they possibly can. We just ask people to slow down a little bit. We have fathers and mothers and sons and daughters and family members out here doing a job to do the best that we can to protect the general public and enforce our laws. And we would just ask that when you see a trooper or a police officer on the side of the road with their emergency lights going, it's for a reason. And they're trying to focus on that task at hand, as well as the traffic that's coming at them, and that can be a daunting task at times. So we just ask for, when you see the blue lights or the red or amber lights, we just ask that you give some space.
Sounds like this was a pretty close call.
It was.
Lieutenant, I know the message obviously may be more important right now in the timing going into the official kickoff of the summer travel season this weekend. What's the message to drivers who are heading to parties and families and friends this weekend?
We would just ask that you stay alert and give yourself plenty of time to get there. There's going to be a lot of cars on the road, people traveling to see family, friends, traveling on vacation. Just give yourself enough time to get there. Be courteous when you drive, and please pay attention to the police officers and state troopers that are out there trying to keep everybody safe. Thank you, guys.